My first day on stage, I didn't even anticipate the way a stage looked, because I'm from a small town in Nelspruit, Mbombela. We don't have theater. I was just gobsmacked with excitement. I'm an actor, I'm a storyteller, I also produce now. I've recently registered my production company, so yeah, I'm ready to do my own work, tell my own stories. That's what I'm about. Registering my company, I'm hoping to empower young women, young black women, to not feel like the only place where we belong is in front of the camera, because we look a certain way, we sell a certain image, but is to then find why you're telling these stories, why you're given this gift, and what stories it is that you want to see that you're not seeing. I think that's where it begins. You see something's missing in the market, and you need to fill that gap. What I'd like to change about the industry, Ubab John Kani, he says it so well. He says this industry is not industrialized, so it doesn't feel like a job. It feels to some people like a hobby. I think what can then also encourage that is with any other industry, when you apply for a job, your qualifications are needed, your experience is needed. And we're not saying that, people don't deserve these opportunities, but we're saying that there are so many young artists who are already sitting at home doing nothing, who could carry these stories and tell them so beautifully, that are not given the opportunity because the right ways are not being set. I used to speak to my neighbor about wanting to perform. And he said, I think you should tell your parents. While studying, I was casted here at the Market Theatre for my first ever professional performance, which was 6 characters in search of an author. And I was working with stars like Desmond Dube, Khunsi Mang, David Butler, and I was starstruck, but it was just clinging on to all this knowledge. The stage and the lens are my second home, and just people, engaging feels like home. Engaging with people feels like home. I want to be remembered as someone who gave their best at everything that they did. I believe anything that I touch, I need to fully invest and fully commit myself into that. So any character that I've played, I want people to remember me for being truthful to that character at that moment, to whatever situation. I work from a place of truth, and I want everyone to remember me for telling people's stories truthfully.